Welcome to The Link this week, and we continue to give you information. We link you to information to help you make decisions of a business type. And tonight we're talking exhibitions. UMA Trade Show is coming up, and tonight we are discussing, even after UMA or within UMA, how can you make the best out of an exhibition? Welcome back, and my guest tonight is Daniel Birungi, who is the ED of UMA. I hope I can say that in full, Uganda Manufacturers Association, and ED means Executive Director.
Exactly.
Daniel, welcome.
Thank you, Sam.
Let's start with a key question. A long time ago, when I used to go to exhibitions, even parents, even everybody, there used to be an expectation that when I go, I'm going to get prices which are less than in the market. However, that changed. What happened?
Well, Sam, a lot has happened, but just to give a bit of background, a long time ago, the margins on industrial products were a bit higher because there were fewer competitors on the market.
Yeah.
As it is now, there is practically no sector that has no competitor. As such, the margins have reduced, with the impact that we have then as manufacturers had to compete on very slim margins. So the discounts still exist, and I can assure those who are attending the trade fair starting on 2nd that we're going to have those discounts in place, but you may not feel they are as substantial as they've always been.
Okay, so some prices will be reduced anyway.
Yes.
Very good. Now we are going to discuss I call it the psychology of participating in an exhibition as an exhibitor, not as a buyer now. We are talking on the business side. How can I make the best use of an exhibition like the UMA exhibition to make sure that when I get out of there, it's worth the money?
It starts at the point you're thinking of participating in the exhibition. You need to figure out why are you participating, because it's not just a case of you showing up, it's a case of you showing up and getting a benefit, because it's a business spend.
Absolutely.
You need to get something out of it. So part of it is plan ahead. Train your sales team who is going to be at the stall. Come to us and pick a spot for your location during the trade show, because there are high traffic areas for particular items, and we can advise you on where to put these. And then when it comes down to the actual days of the event, ensure that your stall is well set out, because if I'm going to go through 1,300 exhibitors who expect, you need to have something that draws me to you. And we are always offering these support services to our exhibitors to ensure that this is taken care of.
Let's say I sell a particular item. I know you have clusters. How can that help?
The clustering helps in such a way that if Daniel is coming to the trade fair and looking for mechanized machinery, he will know that mechanized machinery is located in this particular area. So the chances of you being found are extremely high. But the second aspect is that because our marketing budgets are quite different. As a big company, I could have a big budget, but as a small company, my budget may be small. So how this helps is, if your product is a quality product, you benefit from the person who has come to see your bigger brand neighbor to get to see your product and maybe even switch to yours. So that's where the zoning comes in, that it helps organize our exhibitors so that the showgoers are able to go straight to what they're looking for.
So in other words, the takeaway would be that if I'm thinking I'm going to exhibit, I would ask UMA or any other person organizing where people with similar products. Instead of running away, it might benefit me to be within the same region with so-called rivals or competitors.
Certainly, it helps you to be in the same area, because you also learn what are they doing that you're not doing. What is their sales team doing that yours may not be doing, and you can tweak as you go along. Beauty is it's 9 days, so you get a chance to have a redo every day.
Okay.
Yes.
Many Ugandans think that I'm going to UMA or an exhibition to sell. Is that the sole reason for exhibiting?
Certainly not. Sales are definitely a key feature of why you go to an exhibition. Otherwise, you wouldn't spend on it in the first place. But at the end of the day, we've found through our research, we have 27 years of doing this, that most of the sales don't happen within the trade fair. They happen a week, a month after the trade fair. We have testimonials from companies that have grown up within the trade fair. Believe it or not, Movit started as a small company in the trade fair.
I can imagine.
Right now, you can't say small and Movit in the same sentence. That has moved on. That is the same case for companies such as Mesha Steel and a lot of others, which have grown up through the trade fair. But all they say is that, look, at the end of the day, we get calls a month, 2 months, 3 months after the trade fair, all referring to having seen us within the trade fair itself.
How do I make that link? People see me, and then I make money even 6 months later. I think you've got to be effective in bridging that gap. How do I do it effectively? Exhibition ends, and I make sure business can continue even after 6 months. How can I do that?
The average exhibitor is fighting against the law of diminishing intent. In that immediately I walk away from your store, I'm beginning to forget you. So one, ensure that you get the contacts of the people who come to your stall. 2, give them your contacts as well. 3, prepare things that I can take away from your stall that are going to remind me of you. But this doesn't mean prepare these ordinary brochures that everyone has, because I can't go out with 1,300 flyers. I'll probably use them at home for some other use. Now, what you do is, with all this in place, then a week after, make sure you follow up with these prospects, because at this point they are prospects. If I stop to talk to you, chances are high I had a level of interest in you. But then again, at the point you're engaging with me as a client, treat every client like a potential customer. We found cases where some people sit back and you go to a stall, someone is on their phone, they're reading a newspaper, they really don't seem like they want you to be there. And if I'm going to spend my money on you, you need to convince me that you're worth it.
Treatment. I like that. Let's zoom in on treatment. Does body language matter when getting visitors to your store? Does it matter? How serious is body language?
Body language is critical, because let's imagine you're the last among the 1,300 exhibitors that I'm seeing as a client coming to the show. At that point, I'm tired. I probably want to leave, but I say, okay, maybe this stall is well laid out. Let's see what they have to say. I get in, I'm welcomed. You tell me about your product. You probably offer me a sample or offer me something to take away from there. At that point, I get the feeling, you know what, maybe this person is actually interested in what I want. Now, another thing we do, and we tell our clients who are coming for the show, is do not oversell. It's not a case of it's not a case of talk my ear off about your product. By the time I'm there, I have an interest already. Now, the point is, listen to my questions as well. It's not a case of, no, you see, this is the best product because of ABCD. Listen to what I'm asking. If I'm asking you, why is it better? Give me the exact explanation. The other aspect is, even as we engage, have the knowledge of your product. I don't want to ask you about your product and then you're picking up your phone to call the person at head office to tell you, how does this work? It doesn't give me the confidence in the product.
Okay. Some people put pretty girls on the stalls. How effective, in percentage terms, if you like, Dan, can that work in terms of selling?
Effectiveness of that, it could draw some people, but we find that a lot of people who come to the show are not really looking for the pretty girls. They are looking for what you have to offer as far as the product is concerned. The pretty girl may draw me into your stall,
but that's all.
But what's the content? Are they delivering the content that you want them to deliver? Because that's all part of the mix.
Okay.
Yes.
Does the color of what I see on your store matter?
Beyond color, I would go layout.
Yes.
Layout definitely matters. If I come to your stall and it's disorganized, it's going to paint a picture for me that if I give you an order and you say you're delivering in 2 weeks, looking at what you have set up here, probably that will take a bit longer. The other aspect is the message that you deliver with the product that you have. matters. If your product, if you have poor quality products on display, my feeling is these are the best products you have to offer, because by the time you're displaying them, they're the best products. Now, if you fail to bring your best products up front in such a show, why would I buy from you? Why would the ones in the store be better than the ones you have here?
For faster consumer goods, let's say cosmetics, I don't know, even beverages, is sampling a good thing?
Definitely. Definitely. We believe by testing, we believe by experiencing. That's why you find that companies that have put money into stalls where they can showcase their products have benefited quite a bit. Movit is one example. You know, they have a massive presence where they're doing hair on site. We have,
remember that.
Yes, Miadi this year is doing the same thing, doing hair on site. Now, Jude Color Solutions is giving us a feel of their products. Kiri Soda, one of our sponsors, is giving out free sodas. And actually, as a result of that, we've even gone as far as offering a special stage for our exhibitors to give out samples of their products, and there's going to be a lot of samples given out to showgoers this year.
In marketing terms, what does the sampling of my product, if I give it to people, what does that achieve for me? Maybe not immediately.
It achieves knowledge, because we find that we are innovating all through the year, coming up with new products, and at times we never get a chance to get one feedback from the clients to say, well, this is good, but maybe change this. The other one is some people do not know that you exist, or that this particular product exists. So when they sample it and realize that the quality is good, the taste is good, they're more likely to buy.
Okay.
Yes.
Deliver the information. Well, let's just go back to that point. Deliver the information. If I am going to deliver maybe a piece of material that I will be remembered by the visitor exhibitor, what could it be? Because sometimes, as you said, you get flyers and somebody just throws them there. What could be most effective in terms of giving a material which is going to bring that person back to me?
It starts with the first impression. One of the things we are selling at this trade fair is that, look, from 7 a.m. when we open, you have over 300,000 times over the course of the trade show to create a first impression, a new first impression. Now, for each person who comes in, create that impression. That's the first stage. Having done that, having talked to me through your product and what it does, ensure that as I leave, you get my contact. Because I can throw away your brochure, but since you have my contact, you can follow up a week later and say, so you were at my stall, we talked about this, what did you think? That is a start. So follow through on the contact.
Like what, a book?
It can be a registration, it can be a registration book, it can be a form of some sort, it can be...
Give me your number.
Yes, it can be give me your number. It can be a raffle. We're doing raffles this year. You can say, I'm offering this as a raffle. Put your business card into a bowl and we'll pick a winner for something. This gets you the contacts, this gets you the inroad into the client. Yes.
Giving a chance to those who will come, you are doing something different this year. What are you doing different this year?
We're doing a lot different. One is we've moved away from the traditional, you come to the trade fair, you see what's around and then you leave.
I leave.
This year around, we've incorporated educational sessions. We're doing trainings on agriculture, we're doing trainings on entrepreneurships, and these are geared at the public learning in addition to getting entertained. Now, on the entertainment front, of course, we have daily performances from artists. That's new. We haven't had it before. Every day we shall have an artist on the UMA stage. On Independence Day we shall have fireworks. And further to that, we're also working with our partners. One of them is Paradise Fitness. They're at
they must pay us for that.
Certainly, they should pay you. Who are doing fitness sessions every day. So for those who will be there, they will benefit from that. Then, of course, the big one, the raffle draw. We have a raffle draw this year where we're giving out a Toyota Wish as the grand prize. We have motorcycles, we have gift hampers, and these are given out daily. Of course, the car is on the final day, not daily. But we've done quite a bit towards ensuring that you benefit from your presence in the trade show.
Last question. People think that when I put music and blast it on my stall, it'll get people. Does that have any pros or cons?
Unfortunately, for those who are thinking music is the way forward, we have strict guidelines against sound pollution during the day, because we want people to come in and be able to listen to each other. This is a business event. It's an event geared at people engaging. So there will be no music during the day. In the evenings, we'll have entertainment, and you can have a chance to listen to the music. Yes.
Okay. And lastly, this is list. In terms of new stuff, you are the one who registered the people who are going to exhibit. What do you sense is going to be the novelty? It can be from abroad.
No, it can be from abroad, although we definitely have exhibitors from abroad, about 33 countries. But what we have this year, I'm particularly impressed by a number of people. We have a company locally here that's producing safety boots. Work safety boots, very high grade work safety boots in our innovation area. We've also partnered with Pewosa, the CBS brand, to bring together the small scale industries who are then going to exhibit what they are doing in terms of innovative initiatives. And I think a lot of people will be surprised at what's available in Uganda. We also have one of our pet and famous people is Mesha Steel. It's a company that has grown up within the trade show. It's a woman-led steel company.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, it's a woman-led steel company that's present, and a lot of others that have come in to showcase. I'm certain whoever comes in is going to be extremely impressed by the quality that we have on hand.
Thank you very much, Dan, for giving us insights into why we should be part of exhibitions. And Ugandans, going to the trade show is not just to sell. There's much more thinking in order for you to get value for your money in this exhibition starting next week or any other. That was The Link tonight.